Welcome to this explainer. If you've ever read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now, you've probably hit that wall where you think, okay, this is profound, but how on earth do I actually apply this to my chaotic everyday life? Well, you are definitely not alone. Today, we're jumping right into how one reader took that exact struggle and built an incredible interactive journey to help us all stay grounded. So check out this post from the r/Eckhart Tolle subreddit. It really sets the stage. The creator basically said, I've been studying The Power of Now deeply, not just reading it, but really sitting with each chapter, taking notes, and trying to live the practices. I mean, that's huge, right? It highlights that massive, incredibly relatable shift from just passively reading a self-help book to actively doing the heavy lifting required to actually wire its philosophy into your daily existence.
And man, that commitment led to something really special. What started out as just personal private notes totally snowballed into a full-blown digital companion. The creator noted that as they were trying to organize everything they were absorbing, the project just naturally evolved. They realized they weren't just making a digital diary anymore, they were building a tool specifically meant to help anyone else struggling to apply Tolle's spiritual concepts to modern life.
When you first hit powerofnow.org, the vibe is instantly deliberate. It's clean. It's focused. Think about it. We live in an era where literally every website bombards you with pop-ups and visual clutter. But here, it's all open, calm space. The design itself actually mirrors the exact mindfulness and presence that the book aims to teach.
We're not talking about some quick 5-minute book summary you skim and immediately forget. The creator built a whole ecosystem, comprehensive study guides, discussion questions, and actionable practice tools. It is an environment designed from the ground up to make the teachings actually stick.
Instead of hitting you with these massive, intimidating walls of text, the journey is broken down beautifully. You get to explore these really dense teachings at your own speed. It matches the natural rhythm of genuine learning, letting you set the pace through the book's concepts without ever feeling rushed.
Because let's face it, Tolle deals with some heavy concepts. Take the pain body, that accumulation of old emotional baggage we drag around, or the sheer concept of pure presence. This setup takes those overwhelming ideas and sections them off into super digestible, hyper-focused pieces. It's built to keep your attention locked onto just one profound concept at a time, making it way less intimidating.
And it's clear the layout is a direct reflection of the creator's original intention, to really sit with each chapter and understand the core messages. By separating the insights into distinct cards and spaced-out paragraphs, the digital architecture literally creates space for you to pause, breathe, and reflect.
Now, the discussion prompts? These are absolutely not your standard reading comprehension questions. We're talking about prompts like, can you observe the thinker behind your thoughts right now? It practically forces you out of mental autopilot and straight into the present moment. It demands that deep internal reflection the creator went through during their own months of study.
There's also a tangible psychological effect to how elegant the interactive elements are. With the calming tones and all that negative space, it actively calms your nervous system. The medium really is the message here. The site itself practices the stillness it preaches, ensuring your focus remains totally on the teachings.
Right, because it's one thing to get the concept of watching the thinker in theory. It's a completely different ballgame to have a structured tool prompting you to actually pause and observe your thoughts during a chaotic Tuesday afternoon. This translates abstract theory into actionable daily habits, bridging that huge gap between knowing and doing.
So what usually feels like a solo, sometimes isolating reading journey suddenly transforms into a guided exploration. Honestly, it feels like having a dedicated study partner walking alongside you through the labyrinth of your own mind, making sure you don't get lost in the weeds.
And we know our brains process visual information way faster than text. By pairing Tolle's profound concepts with clean, structured visual frameworks, these ideas are practically guaranteed to stick with you long after you've closed your browser or put your phone away.
This is exactly how it becomes a daily anchor. It takes something super abstract, like surrender or presence, and shows you how to apply it directly to, say, a stressful work email or a tough conversation. It brings everyday mindfulness out of the clouds and right into your actual life.
Because learning to stay present, that is definitely not a one-and-done achievement. It's a continuous, lifelong practice. Having a structured way to revisit these core principles acts like a mental reset button, anchoring you back in the now, whenever you inevitably start drifting away.
Rather than doom scrolling, you're turning abstract philosophy into a tactical habit-building exercise. The deliberate, active pacing keeps your mind totally engaged without frying your circuits. It essentially turns the study of your own mind into a tactile, manageable digital experience.
You can just tell that organizing this wealth of knowledge over several months took meticulous note-taking and coding. And it's all aimed at creating a completely frictionless experience for anyone trying to better themselves. This wasn't something slapped together over a weekend. It's the result of some serious, deep dedication.
You can genuinely feel the earnestness behind it. The creator didn't build this to monetize it or to launch a personal brand. That kind of pure, helpful intention is so rare these days, and it really shines through in the thoughtful design of these insight trackers. It's funny, we constantly blame our screens for pulling us out of the moment and spiking our anxiety. But here is a screen actively, purposefully working to pull us back into the present. It's such a dynamic way to practice mindfulness in the modern digital age.
This whole community-driven effort totally breaks down the barriers to entry. If you've ever picked up Tolle's book, felt totally intimidated, and just put it back on the shelf, this tool acts as that friendly, organized bridge to ultimate understanding.
From those initial study guides to the deep discussion prompts, literally every pixel serves a purpose. It really is a digital monument to the power of taking your reading seriously and wanting to share that clarity with the rest of the world.
Now here is the kicker, and what makes this almost unheard of on today's internet. It is completely free. Zero signups required and zero advertisements breaking your concentration. It is just a pure, uncompromised gift to the community. The creator actually reached out to the Reddit community with incredible humility, asking for thoughts and feedback. So after exploring this amazing free tool, what feedback would you give to help them improve it even more? How can digital tools best serve our inner stillness in this crazy modern world? Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll leave you to think on that right here in the present moment.